ahead and read. Okay. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And today, inshallah, we'll be starting chapter 2 of Dr. Fadil's book, التعبير القرآني. But before we do that, I just realized we didn't quite wind up or complete the reading of chapter 1. So there was like a small portion that we didn't do a comprehensive, like sort of like uh, a thorough reading or like a continuous reading. So we're going to start with that. And then inshallah, we'll begin with chapter 2 afterwards. All right, so Bismillah. لقد درس التعبير القرآني دراسات مستفيضة وأولي من النذر ما لم ينله نص آخر في الدنيا. فقد درس من حيث تسويره الفني فكان أجمل تسوير وأبرع لوحة فنية، ودرس من حيث نظمه وموسيقاه فكان أروع عقد منظوم وأعذب قطعة فنية موسيقية. وهل يشك أحد في فخامة نظمه وحلاوة موسيقاه وعذوبة جرسه وحسن اختيار ألفاظه وجمال وقع آياته؟ ودرس تناسب صوره سورة سورة، وتناسب آياته آية آية، وتناسب فواتح الصور وتناسب فواتح الصور وخواتمها، فكان قطعة فنية واحدة فكان قطعة فنية واحدة محكمة الربط فخمة النسج. وكان كما قال الفخر الرازي: إن القرآن كالسورة الواحدة لاتصال بعضه ببعض، بل هو كالآية الواحدة. ودرس من حيث إعجازه فكانت جوانب إعجازه لا تحصى، أهو في أسلوبه وتعبيره، أم هو في تشريعه وفقهه، أم في معالجته جوانب الحياة المختلفة على أكمل وجه وأبهى صورة، أم هو في إخباره عن الأمم الماضية والأقوام البائدة، أم هو في إخباره عما سيقع، أم هو فيما قرره من حقائق علمية وكونية يكتشف الناس على مدى الدهر قسما منها، أم هو فيما وضعه من قواعد وأصول قواعد وأصول التربية ومعرفته بأجواء القلوب والنفوس، أم هو فيما ذكره من سنن التاريخ والخلق، أو فيما ذكره من أصول علم الاجتماع، أو غير ذلك وغيره، أم هو في كل ذلك وأشياء أخرى فوق ذلك؟ أهو كتاب لغة، أم كتاب أدب، أم كتاب تشريع، أم كتاب اقتصاد، أم كتاب تربية، أم كتاب تاريخ، أم كتاب اجتماع، أم كتاب سياسة، أم كتاب عقائد، أم هو كل ذلك وفوق ذلك؟ عجيب أمر هذا الكتاب، يراه الأديب معجزا، ويراه اللغوي معجزا، ويراه أرباب القانون والتشريع معجزا، ويراه علماء الاقتصاد معجزا، ويراه المربون معجزا، ويراه علماء النفس والمعنيون بالدراسات النفسية معجزا، ويراه علماء الاجتماع معجزا، ويراه المصلحون معجزا، ويراه كل راسخ في علمه معجزا. لقد كشف لهم أو كشف لهم وهم يبحثون في وجوه إعجازه عن بحار ليس لها ساحل، وغاصوا في لجج ليس لها قعر، وكل عاد بلؤلؤة كريمة أو عقد نظيف، وبقيت ثمة خزائن تفوق الحسرة لم يلجها الوالجون، وكنوز لا يطيقها إحصاء، لم تمتد إليها الأيدي تفني الدنيا ولا تفني، ويبلي كل جديد ولا تبلي فيها من عجائب صنع الله ما لو اطلعت عليه لم تعرف كيف تصنع، ولا استبد بك عجب لا ينتهي، وتمكن منك انبهار لا ينقضي، ومفاتيح ذلك تدبره والنذر فيه. فامنحه شيئا من التدبر والنذر يمنحك من أسراره ما لم يكن منك ببال، إنه يعطيك أضعاف ما تعطيه. إن هذا الكتاب يمنح من نظر فيه وتدبره خزائن بغير حساب، ويفتح الله عليه من ألطافه ما يجل عن الوصف، فلا تضيع هذه الصفقة الرابحة، وإلا فأنت والله مغبون. أدركت الآن سر قوله تعالى: أفلا يتدبرون القرآن أم على قلوب أقفالها؟ أما أنهم لو تدبروه لفتحت أقفال القلوب، ولان ما كان عصيا من الأفئدة، ولأوقدت مصابيح عهدها بالنور بعيد، وأشرقت دروب لم يسقط عليها فيما مضى نور، ولحيت نفوس ما عرفت قبل ذلك حياة. ألم يسمه الله نورا فقال: وأنزلنا إليكم نورا مبينا؟ أولم يسمه الله روحا فقال: وكذلك أوحينا إليك روحا من أمرنا ما كنت تدري ما الكتاب ولا الإيمان ولكن جعلناه نورا نهدي به من نشاء من عبادنا وإنك لتهدي إلى صراط مستقيم. فهو روح ونور، وهل بعد ذلك شيء؟ وهل قبله شيء؟ ليت شعري هل يفقه الناس؟ ألا ليت الناس يفقهون. And that would summarize chapter 1 nicely. And inshallah, now we're going to begin chapter 2, unless there are any questions that are pending from chapter 1. If not, we can begin chapter 2. So if there's any volunteers who want to do the reading? Right. Alhamdulillah. Okay, anybody wants to read? Okay, so we have Saima and Arshi. And Fauzi as well. Okay, so let's see if we can be able to divide this into 3. Okay, so there's a full stop here, so it makes sense to stop here. And then there's another full stop here, because I think we'll just only do this first paragraph maybe. Let's see. If we can be able to do more, we'll do more. So the first part, Saima, you can read the first part, and then we'll have Arshi do the second part, and Fauzia can do the third part.
الحمد لله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يستعمل القرآن الكريم بنية الكلمة استعمالا في غاية الدقة وجمال فمن ذلك استعمال الفعل والاسم فمن المعلوم أن الفعل يدل على الحدوث والتجدد والاسم يدل على الثبوت. تقول هو يتعلم وهو متعلم.
Beautiful. Perfectly done. So let's try and break it down. I'm going to do the reading and then we'll understand the meaning. So يستعمل القرآن الكريم بنية الكلمات استعمالا في غاية الدقة والجمال. فمن ذلك استعمال الفعل والاسم. فمن المعلوم أن الفعل يدل على الحدوث والتجدد، والاسم يدل على الثبوت. تقول هو يتعلم وهو متعلم. Right? I think this is pretty easy language. I don't think it's very complicated. There's no very difficult vocabulary here. And even the sentences are pretty basic. But what Dr. Fadel is saying is that the Quran uses a particular structure of like sentence construction in a very detailed, precise, beautiful manner. Okay. So, and he goes on to give an example. Number one. Okay. So here's, I think, how the chapter is going to be arranged. He's going to give us different ways in which the Quran it uses or constructs sentences or uses words in sentence construction. The first one is the comparison between using a fi'al and an ism. So that's number one. فمن ذلك, so from that type of this bunyatul kalima. Remember, the name of the chapter is bunyatul kalima. Oh, okay. It doesn't say here, but if we are to look at the, so you can see al-bunya fi at-ta'bir al-Qur'ani, construction or structure and Quranic expressions. So that's what he's going to look at the structure. What kind of a structure do we have? What kind of a makeup do we have? What kind of sentence construction do we have as far as the phrases in the Quran are concerned? And the first one we're going to look at is the difference between the usage of a fi'al and an ism. So he says from that is the usage of fi'al and ism, a verb and a noun. فمن المعلوم, and it is well known, أن الفعل, that the fi'al يدل على الحدوث, deals with حدوث, which means يعني حدث, يعني something that has happened, occurrence. It deals with occurrence, something, an action, if you will. والتجدد, and it also deals with renewal, revival, something reoccurring. So it's not just an action happening, but that action keeps happening. All right? والاسم يدل على الثبوت. And the ism, the noun, it deals with establishment. It deals with something that has already been established and it's permanent and it's settled. Right? تقول هو يتعلم. When you say هو يتعلم, تعلم, the action of learning is what is occurring. But because it is a verb, it means that it is occurring right now. It keeps on regenerating. It keeps on reoccurring, if you will. So تقول هو يتعلم, he is learning. So we use the ing. But when I say وهو متعلم, when I say he is a teacher, that means he stopped learning. It has occurred and that matter is done and dusted. All right? He is no longer learning. He is now a teacher. He's learned, if you will. It has stopped, right? So I hope that meaning is clear. Any questions so far? Okay, great. Sema, you want to try and do the breakdown or do you want me to do it?
Yes, inshallah.
All right.
So يستعمل فعل مضارع القرآن the file الكريم the صفة القرآن so القرآن والكريم together they are the file of يستعمل بنية will be the مفعول and بنية الكلمة this is مضاف إليه together it is a مفعول of يستعمل استعمالا is مفعول مطلق. Then في غاية الدقة والجمال, this whole is متعلق to يستعمل, and inside that we have حرف of jar في, and then اسم is غاية الدقة مضاف إليه. الجمال is معطوف to دقة. So this whole thing في غاية الدقة والجمال is the متعلق بال يستعمل. Correct?
Yes. All right.
فاستنافية من حرف جر ذلك اسم مجرور استعمال مبتدا الفعل والاسم this is مضاف إليه and الاسم is معطوف on الفعل. So this whole structure استعمال الفعل والاسم is the مبتدا. So we have فمن ذلك is متعلق بالخبر and الاستعمال والفعل والاسم is the مبتدا. فمن المعلوم صفة again استنافية من اسم حرف of جر المعلومي مجرور and فمن المعلوم is متعلق بالخبر مقدم أن حرف of ناسبة الفعل اسمه إن uh, and inna plus is forming the mubtada. Yadullu from here is khabar is starting. So yadullu is a fail, and inside doer is the file, and that goes back to al-faila. Ala is harf of jar. Al-hudusi is majroor. Wow, harf of ataf. Al-tajaddudi is ataf on al-hudus. So al-hudusi wal tajaddudi, it is muta'alliq to yadullu. Wal isma, this wow is ataf on al-faila. So al-isma, this is also the ism of inna. Then yadullu is the khabar. Ala thubuti. Now this ala is going back to this yadullu, and ala thubuti jar wa majroor muta'alliq to yadullu. Taqulu, you say, it's the fail, and the doer is anta. Huwa mubtada. Yata'allamu khabar. Oh sorry, yeah, khabar.
Yes. Yes.
Wa huwa ma'lumun. Wow ataf. Huwa again is the one on another mubtada, and muta'allimun is the khabar.
Beautifully done. I mean, I don't even know why I'm teaching you guys. You guys already know this stuff, and maybe you should be teaching as well, because you just did it so nicely.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. No, that's too much. Let's go to the end of the chapter and then we'll come to know.
All right. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Maybe I'm just gonna label it, and unless there's any other questions, but Sema did it really wonderfully. So you have فاعل يستعمل إذا فعل. قرآن الكريم هي إذا فاعل موصوف صفة. بنية مفعول به. بنية الكلام مضاف كلمتي مضاف إليه. So this is our مفعول به. So this is فاعل. This is مفعول به. استعمالا مفعول مطلق. Okay, في غاية الدقة والجمال. This is going to be our متعلق بالفعل يستعمله. أو متعلق بيستعمله. Right? Then you have فمن ذلك. من حرف جار ذلك مجرور. So this becomes our متعلق with something. And in this case, because we have an ism that follows it, so this is going to be our متعلق بالخبر. And then استعمال الفعل والاسم. This is our مبتدا bucket. Right? And then فمن المعلوم again جار مجرور متعلق with something, and then we see that it is inna after it, which is going to be a mubtada, so this is going to be a متعلق بالخبر, and then inna and its ism is a mubtada يدل على الحدوث والتجدد والاسم. So again, so this whole part up to tajaddud, that whole part is going to be a khabar في محل رفع because it's a جملة فعلية. Right? And then والاسم, like Saima said, this fi'al and this ism ma'tuf. So you have this is part of the mubtada again. So this is not part of the mubtada but connected to the mubtada. Right? So inna al-fi'la wa inna al-isma. That's what's happening there. And then you have yadullu is the khabar of this inna and its ism. Of course, the jumla fi'aliya inside it. Then you have taqulu. This is a jumla fi'aliya on its own, and the fa'il is anta. And again, of course, mubtada khabar. All right. Okay, inna or anna? Sorry, anna. I said inna. Sorry, anna. Yeah, it is anna. Okay. Fantastic. All right. I think that part is pretty clear. Let's go to the next part. Aishi, you can do the next part.
Okay, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فيتعلم يدل على الحدوث والتجدد، أي هو آخذ في سبيل التعليم في سبيل التعلم بخلاف متعلم، فإنه يدل على.
Are you guys able to hear? Because I'm struggling. Could you maybe put on earphones or come closer to the mic?
Okay, one sec. Is my voice is clear now?
Could you speak again?
Is my voice is clear now?
It's a little bit low.
Okay, one second. Why is this problem happening? Okay, a bit slowly.
That's a
Is
little
it
bit
clear?
better.
Is it clear?
Yeah, let's try from there.
Yeah, Sister,
Sorry,
but
sorry.
you have this voice distortion, if you speak slowly with pauses, it helps. It helps.
Okay,
So
okay.
it help us,
Yeah,
inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
exactly. Sorry. I'll try this one now. So I start again from
You can start from هو آخذ.
هو آخذ في سبيل التعلم بخلاف متعلم فإنه يدل على أن الأمر تم وثبت وأن الصفة تمكنت في صاحبها تمكنت في صاحبها
Exactly.
ومثله
We'll stop there and we'll figure this out first. Okay. So فيتعلم يدل على الحدوث والتجدد، أي هو آخذ في سبيل التعلم بخلاف متعلم، فإنه يدل على أن الأمر تم وثبت وأن الصفة تمكنت في صاحبها. Okay. Actually, I would have loved for you to do the i'rab, but I think because of your voice situation, it might be too low. So I'm just gonna do it for you. But I know you probably got it. Like you do it like Saina, you get it like 100%. But allow me to do it on your behalf, inshallah. All right. Okay.
sorry.
So fa. Okay. So fa harf atuf. Sorry, fa, you can look at it as fa harf atuf. Yes, we perfectly read Arshim. Fa harf isti'naf, or you can look at it as harf atuf. And then yata'allam, of course, is protected in quotes. All right. But we can look at it as our mubtada. This is our mubtada. So this mubtada protected by in quotes. يدل على الحدوث والتجدد. And then whatever comes after it is going to be a khabar bucket. So يدل inside it, it's a jumla فعلية with يدل as the فعل, and the فاعل is the inside pronoun هو, right? And then على الحدوث متعلق بالفعل. والتجدد, تجدد is معطوف to حدوث. So حدوث والتجدد. All right? أي is a حرف. It means IE. IE. You get it? So it's basically the same thing in English and in Arabic. But it has a meaning of meaning. هو آخذ في سبيل التعلم. هو, this is our مبتدا. And then you have آخذ, of course this is our خبر. في سبيل التعلم, this جار مجرور bucket is our متعلق بالخبر. And of course في حرف جار سبيلي مجرور سبيلي مضاف التعلم مضاف إليه of course التعلمي بخلاف جار مجرور. Okay. بخلاف this. So this is a حرف جار, this is a مجرور, this is a مضاف, and then متعلم, this whatever is protected in quotes is going to be في محل جر مضاف إليه of بخلاف. All right. بخلاف متعلم. فإنه, again فاء استئنافية, or you can look at it as فاء عطف, so that this fa is connected to this fa and this fa is connected to that fa. You can look at it like that, but you can look at it also as a new sentence. فإنه, so this is our مبتدا, and then you have خبر يدل. Oh, we haven't done. Oh no, we have. Okay. هنا يدل على أن الأمر تم وثبت. So this whole part is a خبر. And inside that خبر, there is a جملة فعلية. So يدل is a فعل. The فاعل is the inside pronoun هو. على is حرف جار. And أن الأمر together is the اسم مجرور. And of course أن is اسم منصوب, and then الأمر is its victim, it's اسم together. تم وثبت. تم is جملة فعلية. تم to be completed. Okay, it's لازم أن الأمر تم, the matter has been completed. وثبت another فعل that is connected to that. So this فعل and this فعل are connected. Okay. وأن الصفة مبتدأ تمكنت في صاحبها أو خبر. تمكنت again فعل ماضي, and the فاعل is the here going back to الصفة. تمكنت, and then في صاحبها متعلق بالفعل. All right. Any questions?
Ilham,
Yes.
I have a question.
Mhm.
This is fine. This is either ataf or istinab. Okay. This word is yata'allamu. This is not. Is it an ism?
Where? No, يتعلم is a verb.
How would we take it as mubtada, Ilham?
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I got confused there. Yeah, it's let me think. Okay, how would we do the i'rab here?
Do we
Sister,
give
can you repeat
uh,
the question? Please repeat the question.
Oh, I was asking yata'allamu. How would it be mubtada? But I was having doubted brackets could be given as a. We can skip the i'rab of the brackets, right, Sister Ilham?
Not necessarily.
Why can't it be mubtada? Because we are taking it as a kalama, right?
Yeah.
So it can be a mubtada. It is a kalama under quotation. In fact, it is a kalama, right?
Kalama? I didn't get you.
I mean, Sister Halam, did you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I get both of you. So I'm trying to think of a way on how I'm going to be able to explain this.
And it is
So
it is it's taken in the form of a kalama, and you can also take it as a file of yadullu. The file has been brought up.
But you said, Sister Ilham said file before the fail, right?
no, you can't do that. So
You can't do that grammatically, yeah. But I'm taking it as it's just a kalama, like a word.
okay, so let's figure it out. For example, if I said in English, he teaches is a new sentence. It's weird, but yeah. He teaches is a new sentence. Can I also say, can I replace he teaches with this is a new sentence? I can be able to do that, right? So you can see how he teaches is a new sentence, even though inside he teaches, what do I have? I have a jumla fi'aliyah.
I got that,
It's he teaches. But because it's protected in the quote, I can easily replace this with an ism. Like it's in the place of a word. It's taking the place of a word. All right?
Yes.
So in the same way, what we're having here, we are having he teaches, in quotes, deals with. It's like saying this deals with. All right? Or
Yes.
this word even. This word deals with. Okay. So that's why we're looking at it as a mubtada.
Okay. Okay, got it. One more
Okay.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. فإنه يدل على أن الأمر تم وثبت. Here, على, it follows by أن الأمر. So this is the victim of على. And this is أن الأمر is a majrur. So is it possible that the victim of harf jar could also be harf nasiba,
Yeah,
mansub?
yeah,
You
that
know, to be
happens.
because like that harf jar can only attack the
An
ism.
ism. But what is this?
It's together. Ism mansub together.
Yes.
Because,
It's masdar mu'awwal. Together,
oh,
it forms a complex ism. So that's why
okay.
harf of jar can beat up on inna and its ism, because inna and its ism together, or anna, sorry, I keep saying inna. Anna and its ism together, they form a masdar mu'awwal. So I can easily replace this anna al-amra with masdar mu'awwal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's why. And
Sister,
sometimes you can have
yeah,
this harf like anna or inna, sometimes it is omitted in the sentence. And then, so that's why we when we have li, we call it li harf of jar, but it makes mansub, right? It
Yeah.
makes something mansub. So what they
Yeah.
say is that actually there's anna that is, it's hidden, it's omitted. And it's anna that is actually working on that is making it mansub. So that's kind of like the logic.
Anna is certainly right, sister. No, that. Anna is that.
Yeah.
If it doesn't affect, then it can be omitted, right? Do you mean to say that? That it indicates that matter. So if you're omitting something, it shouldn't affect and to be understood also.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be like, there has to be an indication that it was there and it was omitted. You can't just omit it. Like there has to be certain indicators that shows that this is the case.
Okay.
All right, Sayyidah Samia, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a query. First of all, masdar muawwal, to my understanding, will be when there is no masdar, but an alternative form is used. Amr is itself masdar. So another thing is that I can suggest that annal amra tamma was sabata, one sentence, complete sentence, anna sifata tamkanat fi sahiba, another complete sentence, and both of these sentences are fi mahalli jar on ala, because what is it stressing on? It is stressing that this action has been completed, and it is stressing that this sifa has been established. So how I will take it as, not the Allah is not striking on this annal amra, rather Allah is striking on the whole jumla ismiya.
Yeah, that's what we just said, basically. Because you can't
So-
separate this anna to al-amra, and you can't separate this mubtada with its khabar, and you can't separate this sentence with this other sentence that is ma'tuf on it. So in other words, ala is outside all these brackets. You have to draw all those brackets first before you bring in ala.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's
and
basically
another
that,
thing,
basically.
how do you take this as masdar muawwal?
Okay.
It's a masdar itself. Amra is a masdar itself. So how do you take this as, maybe I'm a little short of knowledge here, and it will help me, inshallah.
Let's go back to compound ism. So when we were doing compound ism, we said these are huruf masdariya. أن, أن, ما, كي, لو, همزة, التسوية. Yeah. أن ما كي لو همزة التسوية. These are حروف مصدرية. So once you see these sentences, they can come with whatever they form. Its ism anna and its ism will form a masdar, basically. All right.
Can you show me an example where the ism is involved and not a masdar but an ism? Is there any
Yeah.
example with anna and a masdar?
So remember, anna is harf of nasab, therefore makes an ism mansub. So ذهاب أحمد إلى المدرسة أفضل. أن أحمد ذاهب إلى المدرسة أفضل. أن أحمد. So this أن أحمد here is a masdar mu'awwal because أن is harf masdariya and it only comes with an ism.
Yeah,
هو
I do get
معلوم
it.
أنه غني, for example.
Yeah, I do get it. Ahmad is an ism. I do get it. Hani is an ism. But here Amr is a masdar itself.
But it's also an ism. The concept is that these are huruf masdariya. That's what they are called.
Okay.
All
Okay.
these huruf, they are masdariya. But anna
Okay.
comes with ism. An comes with fi'l. Ma comes with fi'l. Kay comes with fi'l. Law mostly
Okay.
madi, but some,
Yeah,
it can
law
also
can
come
be.
with mudara. Yeah.
Okay. And Sister Lam, can you help me out? How would you translate that sentence that you just showed? That
Which
Anna
one?
Ahmad, Anna Ahmad, the one you showed in your document.
That Ahmed is going to the mosque is better.
Okay.
Or Ahmed's going to the mosque is better. Sometimes you don't even translate the anna.
Oh, okay. 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 Got it. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair.
We are reading advanced text. Any other questions?
So over here, how will you translate this? Okay, if you take it as masdar mawwal, then how do you translate that?
Okay, so when it comes with anna, you just translate it the way it is. You just translate it. You cannot replace an ism with an ism. It's already an ism, right? So فإنه يدل على أن الأمر تم وثبت. It certainly deals with the fact that you can even translate it as the fact that it deals with that the matter is completed and established. Right?
Okay.
It deals
Okay.
with that you can even add that. It deals with that the matter is completed and established, or it deals with the matter having been completed and established.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Would you mind translating from فَيَتَعَلَّمُ يَدُلُّ, please?
Oh yeah, sorry, we hadn't done that. Yes. So فَيَتَعَلَّمُ, therefore يَتَعَلَّمُ, protected in quotes, يدل على الحدوث والتجدد, deals with حدوث and التجدد. حدوث, occurrence, التجدد, renewal or revival, regeneration, recurrence even. أي, meaning هو آخذ في سبيل التعلم. He is pursuing the path of knowledge. He is obtaining the path of knowledge. He is taking the path of knowledge. What is Dr. Fadil trying to say? He's saying that when you say somebody is يتعلم, somebody is learning, it means that he is taking the path of knowledge. That's what it means. بخلاف, in contrast to متعلم, in contrast to somebody who is sorry, متعلم in this case. It should be متعلم. متعلم, so that we are comparing يتعلم and متعلم. متعلم In contrast to the word متعلم, what does متعلم mean? This is اسم مفعول. It means a student. Okay? يتعلم, he is learning. متعلم means he has learned. He's done. فإنه يدل على أن الأمر تم وثبت. متعلم deals with the fact that the matter has completed and has been established. In other words, he is done being a student. He's no longer on the path of knowledge. He's no longer on the path of studying, right? So you can see the difference between يتعلم, he is still pursuing knowledge, he is still learning, and the difference with متعلم, which means he is no longer on that path. It means he has already achieved the goal. He has already done it. الأمر تم وثبت. The matter has been done and established. وأن الصفة, and that description of pursuing knowledge, of seeking knowledge, of being on the path of knowledge, تمكنت في صاحبها, has been well entrenched, has been well established, is firm inside the owner, the person who is doing this. In other words, if I say you are متعلم, that means you are done. On the path of knowledge, you are done. The sifa, the description of attaining or acquiring knowledge has already been established in you. Yeah, let's take another example that maybe might be easier. Let's take the idea of patience. If I say he is being patient, maybe not the best, because in English, observing, maybe let's make it observing patience. If I say he is observing patience, if I use the fi'l, observing patience, it means he is doing it right now, and it is the patience is being renewed right now. It's not done. But if I say he is patient, if I say he is patient, that means the sifa, the description of patience, is established in him. It has been done. He has observed all the patience there is, and now it is entrenched inside of him. The patience is inside of him. It's a sifa. Yeah, the next example is good, true. Yeah, we'll look at the next example that's gonna work. Who is he? Anybody. Like, just an example. Like if I say, if you are to pursue knowledge, who am I referring to when I say you? I'm just giving an example. If he was obtaining knowledge, it's just, yes.
So sorry. Dr. Fadil Samri is just trying to explain between the one who is learning and the one who already learned it and he's now the learned person. That's it he's trying to say?
Yes.
What is the difference between
But the difference is between a verb and a noun. Between saying something using a verb and saying something using a noun. That's the difference.
Noun will be an established trait, right? It's always going to be, verb will keep changing.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
good. Okay, let's read on, and we'll see in the next example. Hopefully that would clarify this discussion that Dr. Fadil is saying. Fawzia, are you ready?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I clear? بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ومثله هو يحفظ وهو حافظ. فيحفظ يدل على الحدوث والتجدد، وحافظ يدل على ثبات الأمر واستقراره في صاحبه. ومثله هو يجتهد ومجتهد.
Exactly. So ومثله هو يحفظ وهو حافظ. فيحفظ يدل على الحدوث والتجدد، وحافظ يدل على ثبات الأمر واستقراره في صاحبه. ومثله هو يجتهد ومجتهد. All right. So now let's, before we do the I'rab, let's try and understand what he's saying so that we can connect this sentence with the previous one. So he gives an example and he said, and the example of this, the example of what? The example of this idea that a fi'l, a verb, is continuous and it keeps on renewing, and the idea that an ism is established and completed in a sense, it's permanent, right? Is huwa yahfadu. He is preserving. Huwa yahfadu. He is preserving, or you can say he is keeping, he is memorizing. Any one of these words is fine, right? Huwa yahfadu. He is preserving, he is memorizing, he is keeping. Wa huwa hafiz. He is hafiz. When we say he is a hafiz, what do we normally mean? We have said, we mean he has memorized the entire Quran, he's done, right? So the first one is he is memorizing. He is in the process of doing it. But وَهُوَ حَافِظ, but when we say, oh, he's a hafiz, he's done, right? Or he's a hafida, he's done. فَيَحْفَظُ. Therefore, this word يَحْفَظُ يَدُلُّ عَلَى الْحُدُوثِ وَالتَّجَدُّدِ. It refers to, it indicates renewal and recurrence, something that keeps on happening. He keeps on memorizing. He's not done. He's doing it today, tomorrow he'll do it. He keeps on doing it. So it's a renewed experience. وحافظ, and حافظ يدل على ثبات الأمر واستقراره. And حافظ deals with or indicates that the matter has been established and has been settled. في صاحبه, in its owner, right? So in the owner of the one who is doing the memorizing, when you say he's a hafiz, it means that this notion, this action of memorizing has been established and has been settled in the person who's doing memorization. And he gives another example. He says, وَمِثْلُهُ. And another example of this idea is, for example, هُوَ يَجْتَهِدُ وَمُجْتَهِدٌ. He is striving, he is working hard, but where, as opposed to saying he is a striver, like he has done. Maybe in English this is not the best example, but in Arabic it makes sense. Mujtahid, yani he is a person who strives, like it has been settled. That is a permanent attribute, is a permanent trait inside of them, that they strive. But when I say huwa yajtahidu, he's trying, he's striving, he's still doing it. I mean, he's working on it, right? It's not yet a permanent trait, right? Fahima, is that, did it become clear what Dr. Fadil is saying?
Yes, very well cleared, alhamdulillah.
Oh, fantastic, alhamdulillah. All right. Fawzia, you want to try and do the i'rab as we wind up?
Sure. Wa is harfataf. Masalu is special mudaf, who is mudaf ilayh. Huwa is mubtada. Yahfadu is fi'l mudare khabar. Wa is ataf, huwa is mubtada again, and hafidun is ism fa'il. And fa is harfataf. Yahfudu is mubtada, and yadullu ala al-hudusi wal jaddudi is khabar. Inside that, yadullu is fi'l, ala al-hudusi wal tajaddudi is mutaliq bil fi'l. Wa harfataf, hafidun is mubtada again. Yadullu is going to follow the same, but I'll just go through it. يدل على ثبات الأمر واستقراره في صاحبه will be should I say خبر? No, I've lost it.
متعلق?
Yes,
متعلق to استقرار.
Inside, yes. till then we have the fi sahibihi is also mutallaq, right?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
We have we have two mutallaqs here. The first one is ala sabat al amri wa istiqrarihi, and the second one would be fi sahibihi. And then ومثله again وأتت مثل special مضاف مضاف إليه هو مبتدأ يجتهد هو مجتهد is خبر يجتهد inside is فعل مضارع and وأتت مجتهد is اسم فاعل.
All right. Okay, great. Good job. So let's, I'm just going to repeat what you just said so that we can figure out. So obviously, wa harf ataf or wa isti'nafiyya. And then mithluhu could be, because it's a first rafa'a, so this is our mubtada. And whatever comes after it is going to be our khabar. The example of it is da 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 da. All right? So this is our mubtada, and everything that comes after it is going to be our khabar bucket. And inside that khabar bucket, we have جملة اسمية. So we have هو يحفظ مبتدأ خبر. Of course, this khabar is a جملة فعلية on its own. And then you have واو حرف عطف. So this sentence is connected to this previous sentence, right? And again, inside it, مبتدأ خبر, simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then you have fa حرف عطف connecting to what was said before. So يحفظ, we already did this part. It's like we're imagining the kalima يحفظ. So the word يحفظ, you can look at it that way. So we're saying that this part is going to be our mubtada, and then whatever comes after it is going to be our khabar bucket. And inside that khabar bucket, there's a jumla fi'liya. This is our fi'l, and the fa'il is the inside pronoun. على حدوث والتجدد, this is our متعلق bucket. All right, we already discussed that before. And then you have waw harf ataf connecting this part, this to this. So it's connecting those two sentences. And then of course, whatever is in the bracket here is going to be our mubtada. And then yadullu, the whole thing is going to be our khabar bucket. Inside that khabar bucket, you have yadullu, which is our fi'al. على and دل يدل comes with حرف جر على. It's married to حرف جر على. So you'll always see دل على or يدل على, right? So this is going to be our متعلق بالفعل. And then you have what? حرف عطف ثباتي استقراري. So these two are connected. Okay, ثباتي الأمر واستقراره في صاحبه. So this في صاحبه is متعلق to استقرار. It's متعلق to استقرار. Like it is settled where it is settled in the owner, in its owner. So it's referring to the settlements. The settlement is in the owner, the person who is memorizing. That attribute is settled in them. في صاحبه, in them. Right? And then again, مثله مبتدا, and then whatever comes after it is going to be a khabar bucket, and inside that khabar you have jumla ismiya. So again, mubtada, khabar, and then this is ma'tuf to the khabar. Or sorry, not ma'tuf to the khabar, but you assume that there's a huwa hidden here. So this sentence is going back to this sentence. So huwa yajtahidu wa huwa mujtahid. He's comparing those two sentences between jumla ismiya and jumla fi'liya. That's the point that he's trying to pass across. Right? Any other questions or clarifications or confusions, or if I need to repeat anything? All right. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, it's an easy passage to start with. I think chapter 2, this part is not so bad, it's easy. So just keep that in mind. This is what we are talking about is the comparison between a fi'al and an ism. that's what we're going to be covering today and tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll finish the page. And then there's a couple of examples. I just want to see what else he discusses in the chapter. I haven't read ahead or this particular chapter recently. I mean, I read it a long time ago. Okay. So there's a lot of discussion on جملة فعلية and جملة اسمية. Yeah, it's a lot on جملة اسمية and جملة فعلية. Anyway, so we'll discover as we go on what else he talks about. But so far, that's the discussion we'll be dealing with, inshallah. Yes, alhamdulillah, yani you guys are really, really amazing. MashaAllah, like really good stuff. May Allah open for you doors of knowledge and all of us and make it easy for all of us and facilitate more knowledge upon knowledge. Ameen ya Rabb. Okay, I think we can end there. No problem, Arshi, it's fine. It happens. It's fine, don't worry about it. You did great. All right, سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I'll see you guys tomorrow, inshallah.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
سلام
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاك الله خير.
And keep you in rahmah, afiyat, naimah, always, always, always. Ameen.
آمين آمين يا رب العالمين وإياكم.